Vegans, you are destroying the environment with your avocados and almonds. Because of you and your almonds, thousands of bees are dying. Your avocados are causing global water shortages. Ever heard? These and similar statements are thrown around YouTube all the time. People, why so stupid? Honestly, people always want that quick fix, quick answer, quick. People, get your shit together. There are no quick fixes, no black and white. The truth lies always in the details. Almond butter and avocados have become symbols of modern veganism. Creamy and nutrient rich, but are they really sustainable? Are those accusations actually true? In this video, I take a critical look at the ecological and social costs, what the science says, and explain how we as vegans can use these foods responsibly. But first, like, comment, and follow for more. So what exactly are the problems with these two foods? Conventional agriculture sucks. In large-scale conventional production, like in California, and no, California doesn't automatically mean bad, but millions of honeybee colonies are concentrated in one place each spring. During almond blossom season, around 2/3 of all US hives are rented out for pollination in California. So pretty fucked up. The transport stress and climate shifts, temperature, humidity, vibration, weaken the bees' immune systems and increase mortality. The close proximity of so many hives accelerates the spread of parasites and viruses between colonies. Almond trees blossom briefly and intensely, just a few weeks. During this time, bees have access to a high-calorie but monotonous food source, pollen and nectar from only one plant species, and sugar. Short-term, that's good for pollination yields, but long-term, it leads to nutrient deficiencies that harm larvae and young bees. When the bloom ends, sudden food scarcity and stress follow, weakening colonies further. During and around the bloom, various pesticides and spray adjuvants are applied. Observed effects include larval and adult bee deaths, deformities, queen losses, altered foraging behavior, and disorientation. The varroa mite remains a major driver of colony losses, directly weakening bees and spreading viruses. The water issue is bad too. Studies estimate the global regional water footprint of Californian almonds at around 10 to 15k liters per kilogram of kernel. A large portion of this is blue water, surface and groundwater, meaning water that would otherwise serve as drinking water, sustain ecosystems, or irrigate other crops. In drought years, farmers rely more heavily on groundwater, leading to overpumping, falling water tables, salinization, and long-term degradation of water quality. To stay competitive, large areas have been converted to monocultures, which reduces the land's natural ability to retain and infiltrate rainwater. Avocados face similar issues. High water demand per kilogram, around 2,000 liters, causes overuse of water resources in dry regions, land conflicts, and local supply shortages. Large-scale plantations also reduce natural habitats for pollinators. Monoculture agriculture, whether almond or avocados, worsens both water competition and habitat loss for wild pollinators. With fewer wild pollinators around, farmers depend even more on managed honeybees, which means more transport, more stress, and higher vulnerability to all the problems mentioned above. And now to the interesting part, the part vegan critics always forget, the solution. As so often, the answer is organic farming. There are organic almond farmers who are also beekeepers, keeping their own hives permanently on or near their orchards, and often support wild bees as well. That eliminates the usual bee tourism, where in California, for example, 2 to 3 million colonies are trucked across the country. No long transports, less stress, fewer varroa transmissions, no mixing with foraging colonies. The bees know the environment, forage more diversely from companion plants, and stay healthier. In organic farming, synthetic pesticides and fungicides are banned, especially during bloom. Instead of monocultures, many organic almond farms use flower strips and cover crops like clover, Phacelia lavender, etc. Hedges, shrubs, and trees with staggered flowering times, providing food even after almond bloom and keeping colonies stable. Measurements show bee losses under 10% compared to over 40% in industrial almond orchards. Many organic or permaculture almond farms also use drip irrigation with soil moisture sensors, mulching and composting to retain soil moisture, regulated deficit irrigation for targeted water savings, humus building to increase water retention. As a result, water use often drops by 30 to 50%, sometimes even more when rainwater is collected. In Andalusia, Spain, organic almond farms work with their own bees and restore biodiversity zones. In California, small organic farms are part of programs combining self-fertile almond varieties with the local beekeeping. In short, organic avocado farms, for instance in Mexico, Peru, Colombia, Kenya, or Spain, work in similar ways. They integrate trees, herbs, and flowering plants into the mixed systems, increasing biodiversity, shading the soil, and providing food for wild and honeybees year-round. But of course, even organic systems aren't perfect. Nothing in our human world is. Yet, when done right, organic systems come close to their ecological perfection. They're always healthier for us and for nature. For example, the water use of almonds in organic farming is still relatively high compared to other plant-based foods. But when you consider nutrient density, that picture changes again. Almonds and avocados have a much higher nutrient density than many other plants, and even some animal products. Especially in organic form, both are richer in nutrients than their conventional counterparts. Organic almonds usually grow more slowly, with less nitrogen fertilization, and under more natural stress. Heat, insects, soil microbiome, which triggers the plant to produce more secondary metabolites, its own defense chemicals, many of which are beneficial for human health. Compared to cow's milk, almonds deliver 25 to 30 times more magnesium, well over 100 times more vitamin E, and much more unsaturated fat, while using about 5 times more water per unit of nutrient, depending on the indicator. When comparing nutrient density per liter of water, avocados perform as well as or better than many other water-intensive fruits, like grapes or citrus fruits, especially in organic agroforestry systems with drip irrigation. As always, this topic isn't black and white. Influencers and so-called health experts often tell only half the truth, or mix in statements that are just not true, or both. I see a lot of lies and half-truths on YouTube, and honestly, it drives me crazy. I want to bring the real truth to light and take down animal industry. If you, like me, value truth, honesty, and ethics, and want to help expose misinformation, fala for more.